Tomorrow is this week's new comic book day, so let's go ahead and take a look at my top 7 comic picks for next week's new comic book day, February 14th, 2024. Without further ado, let's get started. Things off at number 7, we have Night Thrasher number 1, and it is the first appearance of the OG, a criminal antagonist. Number 6 is Super Scouts number 1. I had this on my list for this week, but I guess it got pushed. And it sounds even cooler the second time I read it through. It's about, basically, I think the Power Rangers, the actors realized that their characters were based on something from an actual intergalactic war. And now they have to sort of reprise those roles in real life, and I just think that's a really cool premise, and obviously they can't do that with the Power Rangers, so they're doing it with something called Super Scouts. So we have Super Scouts number 1 from Comics Experience Publishing. Number 5, we have Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver number 1. And the solicitation says that there is a new threat heralded by the wizard with a horrifying eldritch upgrade. So we got a new first appearance, a new threat, something like that. Number 4, we have Red Hood, The Hill, number 1. And we have a possible first appearance of the villains Demetrius Corley Jr. and Suluku, which no idea what any of that means. Haven't been keeping up with it, so I don't know if it really matters. But before getting into my top 3, I did want to remind you I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of this video if you want to support the channel. And if you leave a message with your support, I will read it in the next video. But at number 3, we have Sinister Sons number 1. This one is more so for me because I have a soft spot for Sinestro. And I think this would be really cool. As you've probably heard me say before, I have the whole Sinestro run from I think 2014 or 2015, probably 2014. It was around the same time as the Jason Aaron Star Wars run. I was collecting those two along with Batman Eternal. Those are my main 3 that I was collecting back then. And then yeah, so we got Sinister Sons number 1 right here. And I think it could just be really fun to check out. This one I probably wouldn't buy per se, but it's definitely something that in a couple months I'm going to go ahead and read on Marvel Unlimited. Number 2, we have The Amazing Spider-Man number 43. This is the 1 for 100 Lorenzo Pastrovicchio Disney 100 black and white What If variant. And it's an homage, obviously, to the X-Men, but obviously with Disney characters. And number 1, I'm sure it's no surprise to anybody, it is Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, second print. Number 1 blew up, so here's number 1, second print. And Black Panther number 1, Ultimate Black Panther number 1 that comes out tomorrow has also blown up on eBay, and it's kind of crazy, but I'm hoping it's because these books are good. And the one that I'm worried about investing in and specking on is the Ultimate X-Men, simply because it's the Peach Momoko writing it, and none of her other stuff popped off at all. I don't know if her Visions book ever came out or came out yet, and her Demon Days X-Men did not do very well. Trust me, I bought like 5 of those thinking it would because, you know, it's Peach Momoko. She was super hot at the time. And it didn't go anywhere. So I don't know how well her Ultimate X-Men is going to do. But the Ultimate Spider-Man is blowing up. And it's kind of nice. There have actually been a few books. I think Avengers Twilight is another one that did well in the secondary market and is still doing well. And I think it's because we've been thirsting for amazing stories for so long now, and people are actually willing to pay for these first prints and stuff to get it if the stories are really good. I actually did have somebody just buy a 30 book lot of my Immortal Hulk, because I had I bought cover A and B for the whole series, 1 through 50, and that's actually something I have to do. I'll probably do it tomorrow, to be honest with you. I'm just too tired tonight to do it, but I gotta get that together and get that out. But yeah, so people are really looking to, if there's a good story, they're willing to spend the money on it, and it's good to see that. But yeah, so hopefully these good stories will keep coming, and we can keep seeing fun things in Spec finally coming back on the secondary market. And so that's my number one for this week, Ultimate Spider-Man number 1 of the second printing. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me and my top 7 comic picks for next week's New Comic Book Day, February 14th, 2024. And this is your almost 1 week reminder to get your significant other a card, a little something nice. Maybe you need to plan something. Now this is your reminder. Let's all stick together, look out for each other. And don't forget, I do have my PayPal, my Venmo in the description of the video if you want to support the channel. And if you want to leave a message with that support, I will go ahead and read it out. And thanks again, as always, for checking out this video, especially to those of you who made it this far. And until next time.